this is Sims, and we are back with more Men of Yoshiwara Kikuya, and we're in Iroha Season 2, Chapter 2. Possibly in the middle, maybe to the end, I'm not sure, but middle toward end at any rate. So, it's been a few days since I met Iroha-san after several days of being apart. Oh, right, and we had a nice little tryst in the shrine. Yeah, sure. I was heading to Kikuya to bring Iroha-san his clothes again. When I came in front of Kikuya, there was a crowd of people, even though the shop hadn't opened yet. I told you it's true! But it's just fortune-telling, isn't it? I think it's fake. Maybe he is very handsome. Oh, maybe, but he is very handsome. I don't think it would waste your time to see him. The women were looking inside Kikuya from the entrance while they were talking. From their conversation, I understood that they wanted something. I'm surprised that it got so famous in such a short time. But as handsome as he is, could he really have become this popular? Women be desperate. I mean, on this island. Legit. Could his fortune-telling be accurate? He's just saying that to you about Iroha because he wants you, and he's trying to split you up, and don't fall for that shit. I don't know. Hey, you! If you're just going to stare off into space, I'll skip ahead of you. Are you talking to me? Of course I'm talking to you. You look so unhappy. You're coming here to look into your future, aren't you? No, I heard he earned Yoshiwara's trust in 3 days. 3 days? Is his fortune-telling that accurate? Yes, he's infallible. The woman quickly headed towards the shop. Oh, no. Then, the results of the fortune-telling from before. Was what he said about Iroha-san and my future also? No, I have to be suspicious about this. I just need to trust Iroha-san's words. Right. I made up my mind and was about to go inside of the shop when... Huh? Oh, you've come again. Azusa-san, you were going out? I was taking a break. What about you? I brought clothes for Iroha-san. By the way, there's a long line of people here for you. Of course. I told you that I'm confident. Yes, indeed. Azusa-san's words made me worried. I didn't believe that the result of his fortune-telling was true. Why should I be so worried? You look better than I thought. Huh? Oh, do you think so? I wasn't living with Iroha-san now, so I couldn't be well. But he said I looked better. I was a bit surprised by his words. I guess better isn't the right word. Azusa-san thought deeply and then suddenly narrowed his eyes. You look happy. Yes, that's it. You look really happy. Now I know he's full of shit, because that lady just said we didn't look happy. I tried to be normal and kept smiling. I'm going to see Iroha-san soon, so it may... Wow. I'm going to see Iroha-san soon, so it may make me happy. I see. I don't know how you feel, though. Azusa-san grinned at me and smiled cynically. Does the fortune seem like it will come true? I don't think so. Why don't you come here with a sadder face? I'll tear you two apart with the results of my fortune, and your husband will be busy with me. Yeah, see, this sounds like he's trying to pull a con on us. Right? I'll tear you two apart with the fortune, and then your husband will be busy with me. Isn't it strange for you to be carefree in a situation like that? I'm not carefree right now. I said that to him in a rough manner and then quickly covered my mouth. So you can talk like that. Well, then you should get hurt more because of me. You're cuter when you're hurt. He is fucked up. He is seriously fucked up. I started to get mad at him for making fun of me like that. No, being a douche. I suddenly felt scared that he would take everything away from me. Rightly so. See? You think my fortune-telling will come true, right? Never! You should grow up into a real man and let Iroha-san leave. How can you be that selfish? I said that to him more harshly than I imagined I would. I'm sorry. The people around us started to look at me. I felt uncomfortable, so I tried to turn back and go home. Wait, Spacey. You don't leave our precious husband. That's exactly what he's trying to do. He is trying to tear us away from our husband. You're not going to do that because Iroha-san is way hotter than you, dude. It's like, I feel like he could have been cute, but they make him like, even like Kagero look like, he just looks like he was thrown in after the fact. He doesn't even have the same, it's like almost it's like they're trying to have the same art style, but they don't. You know what I'm saying? Like all the other guys kind of fit to get, like you could see, and then he's just like it's kind of like a game that kind of looks like the same but different. It's like they ripped him from another fucking anime and threw him in here. Like he just doesn't look like he fits. Like there's just something about it. Maybe it's because he has the giant saucer eyes and the rest of them don't. Like maybe that's what it is. But there is something about the art on him is like, okay, so this is a rough sketch, but we just put it in the game anyway. You know how some of the I think I said that before about some of the CGs. Like this kind of looks like a rough sketch that they just put in as an extra CG or something. That's what Azusa looks like. He looks like you did a sketch and everything, and you were like, it's kind of like the pre-art, and then you like made it better and prettier, and you're like, here you go, this is what you ended up with. But he's just the precursor, and they just threw him in because they needed a character. Like, you know what I mean? Like he just doesn't fit right. It's like, oh, this was my rough draft, and then this is the final result, but we just, I don't know. Like, because he just doesn't, and I mean, it can't be because, oh, he's supposed to look younger, because Kageru is not much older than him, if at all older than him, and he still he still has the younger look, but he still has the prettiness of all the other guys, and Azusa just looks kind of cartoony compared to them. Which is weird because they're all, you know what I'm saying though? Like, you know what, you know what I'm saying. Anyway, it's just weird. So yeah, my point being, there's no way your cartoon ass is gonna pull me away from the hotness over here. Okay, I'm just saying. Like, even though you're animated and anime boys, we love them, but you're too cartoony, and it's not gonna happen, kid. Anyway. I was surprised and dazed by Iroha-san's sudden appearance. Iroha-san, why are you here? I thought you might come here around now. No, what I'm asking is, when you guys talk loudly, I can hear it, you know. Iroha-san laughed happily. I felt embarrassed and turned my head down slightly. Besides, we're not going to be able to get away from him, because even if we were like, maybe I shouldn't be with Iroha, he just fucks that right out of us, and we're like, no, I love him. So, I'm just saying. I'm not complaining about that, but I'm just saying every time she doubts, he just fucks the doubt out of her, so it's kind of a good move on his part, to be honest. So, anyway. I'm sorry. The shop hasn't opened yet, so you don't need to apologize, Spacey. More than that, I'm the person who should be saying sorry. Before I asked why, Iroha-san moved. He gently covered my cheeks with his hands and lifted my face up so that our eyes would meet. His smile looked like he saw right through me and knew everything. It made my heart beat wildly. Your smile looks very sad, Spacey, because I fucking miss you. Oh, no, I'm okay. Though I said that to him, Iroha-san just shook his head. He knew what I was feeling. It was enough for me. I was like, he knew what I was feeling, right? That's the mark of a good husband. I really am okay. It will just be a little longer, right? Yes, that is the plan. But I'll go back home from tonight and sleep there. But you still have work to do. I'm famous for being a devoted husband. Isn't it natural to put you ahead of everything else? You see? He's precious. A little crazy, but it's still fun. Iroha-san said that in a funny way. It made me chuckle. Please don't push yourself too much. Yes, you should have some tea before you go home. I nodded and started to walk as led by Iroha-san. Suddenly, Iroha-san stopped as if he had remembered something. He looked at Azusa-san, who was still standing there. Azusa, don't forget. Azusa. But I can't say that because you're going the zoo sound, and then when you say sa, it sounds like a za. I just can't. My brain, like my tongue can't process. It's like, nope. Nope. It's like a tongue twister. No, my tongue just decides to say whatever it wants. So anyway. Are you going to preach to me again? No, I'm saying this out of unnecessary kindness. Woman is a creature that can smile when crying on the inside. The more beautiful their mind and their love for their partner, their happier smile when crying. The more beautiful the mind, and the more their love for their partner, they have, their happier smile when crying. Sure. Tim, sweetie, I'm gonna need you to simmer the fuck down and stop trying to translate, because you suck at typing, and you're a terrible translator. Tim is a terrible typing translator. That might be true. That's absolutely true about Tim. I'm more than happy that he understood those kinds of feelings. Well, a child like you will never understand that, though. Encouraged by Iroha-san, I had a cup of tea in Kikuya. And then I went back home. The home to which Iroha-san would return. Willie? Spacey! Spacey, you should wake up right away! I heard my mother's voice. Spacey, if you don't wake up now, your mother will be surprised. Iroha-san gently whispered into my ear. I nodded to him and then got up out of bed. I seriously thought when our mother was waking us up, I'm like, he didn't fucking come home. Oh, he did. He's a good boy. At the same time, the sliding door was opened. Why is Iroha here? Iroha-san came out of bed and straightened his posture. He's my husband. Good morning. I came back last night. Oh, good morning. You should have told me that. I only made enough breakfast for 2 people. While she was saying that, my mother went out of the room. She looks happy. I guess I'm not the only one. She's like, why is your husband here? He came back. Oh, thank God. I thought he left you. Thanks, Mom. I'm happy too. This house is my home now. I was able to have a nice deep sleep after a long time of not doing so. It's great that you could recover from your... Okay. I also was able to sleep well. Okay. You talked in your sleep. It's great that you could recover from your... From your what? From your what? Curious. I've probably been sleeping well the whole time. These are kind of awkward. Okay, so he slept well. I also slept well. Okay, fine. It's great that you could recover from your trip, your lack of sleep. Okay, something like that. You talked in your sleep. That is so fucking random. I'm confused. I'm leaning toward it's great you can recover from your blank because I don't know what that means and it's like, what? From your what? Like, I need to know. Like, I'm just curious. Or you talked in your sleep. Because that seems really fucking random. Let's go with the random. You were talking in your sleep, Iroha-san. No way. I don't do those kinds of things. I thought I would see Iroha-san get flustered, but... She's like, just trying to be random to freak with him. Oh, that's great. So, what was I saying? I was kidding. Yes, Spacey. You finally break through. What did I break through? The fortune-telling. You've clearly denied it, haven't you? Huh? How did you know that? Of course I could tell by watching you, right? Iroha-san said so as if it were natural, and all I could do was laugh. I decided to forget about it. When I said that, Iroha-san narrowed his eyes and nodded happily. I forgot something very important. We exchanged our morning kiss. I'm going now. I looked up at Iroha-san, who was standing next to me. Iroha-san's smile, shining in the light of the morning sun, was very bright to me. I'll be back late, so you should sleep before I return. You don't need to talk to me like I'm a child. I'm worried. It seems like you'll stay up late waiting for me. I'm okay. I'll wait for you until it won't be a problem for my work tomorrow. If that's what you'll do, then I guess it's all right. Well, I'm going now. Take care! I waved my hand to see Iroha-san off, and the townspeople came close to me as if they were waiting for a moment to say something to us. Oh, the famous couple has returned! It felt like something was missing to not see you guys when I came to the store. Everyone said things like that to us as they walked by. I wasn't trying to be famous in this town. That's why I told you countless times not to do those things. I just wanted to brag about us. His tone seemed confused, so it made me laugh. So learning from this experience, you'll hold back a little, right? I'll think about it. He felt like he had no intention of stopping, so I puffed up my cheeks in a pouting manner. Well, it's been a while since we've seen that. Then people started to gather around us. Oh, we've been saying that we miss seeing you guys together. Yeah, that's right. You guys are like an institution here. I'm a human being, so don't go calling me a famous sight or an institution or what have you. Everyone laughed at Iroha-san's words. He's so dramatic. I love it. I guess the people of this town and I miss these kinds of conversations. After laughing a lot, they headed back to their work. Gosh, what troublemakers. Iroha-san and I looked at each other and laughed together. Because with the way things were going, I thought everything would be fine. But I didn't have any idea about what would happen after this. That sounds ominous. Ogres and thieves. Late at night, a dark night blanketed the town. I sometimes thought I heard footsteps and went outside of the house to watch the road ahead. But the person that I waited for and wished to be here wasn't there. Was Iroha-san still working? I couldn't see from my house, but Yoshiwara must be bustling with bright lights. I looked up at the moon and thought about Iroha-san. How long are you going to be like that, Spacey? Mother... When I looked back, she was standing outside the store, looking at me with a worried face. Just a little more. It pained me to think that I might be worrying my mother. Can't you at least wait inside? I want to wait outside just a little more. I see. And don't push yourself too much, okay? If you get sick, Iroha will regret it very much. Your mother is right. Iroha-san! You came back! Like we didn't think you would. Iroha-san appeared from the darkness. I was like, the way it started, I was like, he doesn't come back and he got kidnapped or some shit. Welcome back. I'm back. I didn't expect that you would be waiting for me outside, though. You don't look good. Are you okay? I need to work just a little longer, so it'll be fine. Are you sure? I have to work until Azusa becomes... Azusa? God, I can't do it. Becomes a real man. He doesn't have the mindset to serve clients. If I can make him understand that, then he'll become a real man. I didn't think he would change his stubborn attitude in a few days. Not just Iroha-san. Everyone in Kikuya must have a lot of problems with him. Don't push yourself too much. Thank you. Iroha-san smiled weakly. After that, Iroha-san started coming home at night and going to Kikuya early in the morning. I hoped that he wouldn't get sick. He's gonna get sick, any. Today I visited Yoshiwara to deliver packages to Kikuya. Iroha-san seemed to be exhausted every day. I hoped he could at least sleep during the day. You know what? He really should just be like, he's your problem now. And if he doesn't man the fuck up, kick him the fuck out. I don't give a shit. And be like, here's the deal. I've tried to help you. You've got your thing. You do what they say. Or you're out on the streets and you can go fuck yourself, buddy. Like, stop trying to be nice. This kid's taking advantage of it and he's a douche. He is not worse than Kageru, but a little bit worse. Like, he's worse in some ways, but Kageru is better in others. Like, they're both equally annoying and I don't like them. So, anyway. I hope he could at least sleep during the day. But the person who ordered these packages was no one else but Iroha-san. He probably stayed up waiting for me. I loved him because he was such a kind person. But now that made me feel sorry for him and it sometimes pained me. Iroha-san, I'm sorry. Or was I just a burden for him? You're back here again? Yes, just now, like, seriously, isn't it? It's like, there's something about, like, his clothes, everything like that, but there's something about the facial, maybe it's just his eyes or something where it's like, this was a rough sketch, and then we just threw him in. I don't know why I don't know. Just doesn't seem to fit with all the others. I don't know. Yes, just now what? Oh, what are you talking about? No, if you didn't hear anything, then never mind. I pulled myself together and smiled a little. Hello, I brought the items you ordered today. Oh? A sleepy-looking Azusa-san looked suspiciously at my face. Do I have something on my face? Nothing, it's just... You also look sleepy. Iroha-san also looks sleepy, right? Yes. He's been yawning in secret when no one is looking. How could he know that? No matter how much he tries to hide it, someone or other is watching. There are a lot of people coming in and out of here. Yeah. Iroha-san's having trouble sleeping, huh? Yeah, he is. That's because of you, dumb fuck. Knock it out. Knock it off, bitch. Smacks him. Stop being a little bitch and man the fuck up. Someone needs to punch him. That's all I'm saying. Like a quick slap in the face, punch in the nuts, something. I don't know. It's rare to see him like that since he's serious about work. So the gentlemen have been talking. Azusa-san mumbled in an uninterested tone. Really, because he sounds like a snarky little bitch to me. That's what I'm making him sound like. I don't know. He doesn't need to go back late at night, but he does it on purpose. It's kind of far from here to your house. I guess he's a hard worker. He said that like it was nothing, but it pained my heart to hear that. Did this pain come from my regret? He came back late every night and we would exchange a few words. He said it was much better than not seeing me at all. But the person who was pushing Iroha-san too much about this. Was it me? No, it's this twat. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. But you guys are a couple, aren't you? Why did you ask him to go back? Isn't it dangerous to go back at night? I heard there are thieves sometimes. Doesn't make sense. Well, that's... I couldn't continue my words. Iroha-san thought about me and decided to come back to me. I hoped I could say that with confidence. But when I looked at his exhausted face, I felt that it was just an excuse. Huh, I can tell what you're thinking. I felt sad and angry when he laughed at me derisively. It's really weird because, so I think it's in the comments maybe for the guide for like the few things to get his CG. Be like, oh, I really hoped you would have had a route. Really? Why? I feel like there are people that wanted a route from him. I hate him. I think I hate him more than Kageru. Because Kageru was a prick. I would have not chosen a route with him though, to be honest. It would have been the same thing. I would have been like, no. Nope. If this was like, because it was a mobile game at one point, but like sometimes they're like pay-per routes. You pay like $3 or $4 or whatever. You get the whole route for the character. Like this, you pay so much money, you get the whole game. But it would be like, oh, you pay $5 a route instead of like $25 for the whole game. Like whatever it is, you know? But I would not have paid for Kageru's route. I'm like a completionist. I like to do all of the games, get all of the endings and stuff, but if I'm paying per route, because technically, well, these games you always get on sale, but like, I don't think this one really costs $20, you know? But just to play the 4 that you like, you'd be paying at least $20. And then if you wanted to play this path, you'd pay another $5. You know what I'm saying? But actually more, because you have Hayabusa too. We have not done him, but I would have opted not. I'd be like, yeah, this guy's cute, this guy's cute. You don't want the lolly boys. Kageru, fuck that shit. But it'd be hard, because you'd think that the character was great, and you'd be like, the route sucks. But I could tell you, like, I probably wouldn't have bought Kageru's route, even if he was a sweetheart, because the character just doesn't appeal to me. Like, but I definitely wouldn't have bought him. Glad he doesn't have a route, because I don't like him. He's a little bitch. He's making me mad. He's hurting my precious Iroha-san. Like, but he's just being an asshole, and he's just shady, and I'm only choosing the answers that we have to choose for him to get his CG, but Like, they just seem more like, they're like, oh no, they go, no, I don't like you, and I don't want to do anything aside from punch him in the face. That's the option I want. Anyway. I wondered if it looked funny when other people saw us like this. Seeing me worry over Iroha-san despite the fact that I was causing problems for him. You're not causing problems for him. Ugh. I can say that I'm causing him some headache. Some? You're causing all of it. Azusa-san said that as an introduction. But despite the fact that he's having a hard time to take care of me, you're such a selfish woman. Oh, you go fuck yourself. Oh, I'm gonna yeet this fucking computer across the room just because of this bitch. The blow that I received was like being hit on the head by a blunt object. He is trying to break us up. Girl, don't you fall for this! To be told that by someone else is totally different than thinking it myself. I know. I feel bad for him now. So you did something about it after feeling bad? Women cry in their heart, huh? What's that gonna do? In the end, you've just been spoiled by Iroha-san's kindness. The fuck is wrong with this kid? I didn't know what to say. I know what to say. How dare you speak to me that way? I will fucking punch your nuts, you little son of a bitch. Like, along with some other shit. I hate this kid. I realized that what he said was correct. My fortune telling seems to be on the mark. Huh? I stared at Azusa-san's face, and now he's all happy. I did so like I was pleading that I didn't want to hear anymore. But whether he was aware of my feelings or not, he narrowed his eyes and spoke to me. Your relationship will be over because of you. You'll ask too much of Iroha, and he'll get tired of you. No, he won't. Don't you dare. No. That will be the end. No. I don't believe in such fortune-telling. I hate this kid. It will come true. Azusa-san stated that flatly and then went back into Kikuya. It will come true. Or it will come true. No. No. I was shocked and couldn't move. How was I going to get to Kikuya? Are you okay, Spacey? I heard a concerned voice above my head. When I looked up, Iroha-san was in front of me with a look of worry upon his face. Oh, did you bring me inside, Iroha-san? I chuckled out of confusion. Yes, I brought you here. I felt worried when you didn't show up, so I went out and was shocked to find you standing there. I'm sorry. What happened? Tell him. I've been having nightmares. I haven't been sleeping. I feel dizzy. I felt dizzy. Okay, that's what it is. I haven't been sleeping. That's bullshit because he's been sleeping with you and you've been sleeping fine. I've been having nightmares. Yeah, I mean, that's not untrue. Daymares, more like. Okay, technically we haven't been having nightmares. We're having a living nightmare thinking about what Azusa says. But I felt dizzy. None of these are good. I really want the, like... I was feeling a little dizzy. Are you saying you fainted after that? Maybe. Thank you so much. If you're that tired, then please send someone here. Okay? I was talking to Iroha-san now. It was supposed to be a very good time for me, but... Your relationship will be over because of you. You'll ask too much of Iroha and he'll get tired of you. Instead, I was suffering and wanted to be free from that. I was scared that the fortune-telling would come true and Iroha-san would leave me. So, I made up my mind and said it to him. Iroha-san, please don't come home tonight. What? You should stay in Kikuya from tonight. What are you saying all of a sudden? Iroha-san then gave me a look that was more severe than ever before. You're suddenly saying that I should stay in Kikuya. Why? Literally, all you have to tell him is the fucking truth. Like, I'm worried about your health and I don't want you to constantly be coming home and getting hurt. Iroha-san. It was agonizing to receive his criticizing eyes. But if I looked away from him now, he would notice that I was hiding something. Girl! Oh, you know, the game would be over, like, at the end of this chapter if we were honest and didn't, like, create drama instead of being a normal, rational adult and being like, you should stay here because coming back late at night, you're risking getting attacked. You know, there could be thieves and whatever. You could get mugged, and I don't want you to get hurt. Plus, it's a long way, and then you're spending all that time. You don't get enough sleep, and you have to come back here, so I'm just worried about you. So, like, maybe you should just stay here, deal with this little bitch, and then come home. Or, you know, for a couple days on, and a couple days, you know, I don't want you getting sick, man. I'm trying to take care of you, yo. He was a smart man. Don't look at me with such scary eyes instead of being like, no reason, I just don't love you anymore. I'm gonna break your heart before you break mine because of some twat. Ugh. It's just a suggestion. I tried to hide my true feelings. Did you think that I would calmly accept this? Even if you say that, shots, I'm getting tired of waiting for you. Oh, girl, lies. When I think that you'll be coming back, I feel that I have to wait to welcome you home. Is that what you're really thinking? Yes. I can't tell a lie about something like this. No, you are lying about this, and you're making him feel bad, you bitch. Okay, here's the thing. It's called communication and honesty. That is what you do in a proper relationship. I hate her right now, and she deserves bad things happening to her because of this bullshit. No. You just tell him, I'm worried about your health. It's simple. You don't have to be like, I'm worried that you're going to leave me and all the fortune telling. You don't have to tell him the crazy shit in your head. You literally go, it's because you're tired, you're yawning all the time because you're coming home late and then you have to leave early in the morning. So it would just be better if you stayed here for a couple of days and slept so that you could actually get a decent amount of sleep. So you weren't tired and you didn't get yourself sick. I'm just thinking about you. I'll miss you, but it'll be okay. For fuck's sake, how hard was that? Ugh. I hate this route. I love you, Roha, but I hate this season 2 one because Azusa pisses me off and this bullshit is pissing me off and I'm mad. I don't like this one. It's gonna be like the worst fucking 8 chapters ever. I'm gonna be so frustrated that I'm literally gonna throw my computer. No, I want to like my computer, but I'm just saying. It's like the temptation is real. Iroha-san and I stared at each other for a while. There was nothing romantic about it. We just tried to figure out what was on the other person's mind. And then Iroha-san finally gave up. Okay, if this is what you want, Spacey, then I'll do it. Iroha-san painfully knitted his brow and turned back. I'm going back to work. His back was going further away from me and then turned the corner. When he was totally gone, I knew the size of what I had lost. It was like the fortune-telling had come true. Yeah, because you literally did that to yourself. A feeling of anxiety quickly surged throughout my body. I acted to prevent the fortune-telling from coming true, but it seems that I was actually moved just as the fortune-telling predicted. Wait! I was about to yell wait, but swallowed my words instead. There's no way that it would reach Iroha-san. It felt difficult to call the name of the ex-manager among so many people. How did it come to this? I just wanted to be with Iroha-san. I just wanted him to sleep next to me. My heart already regretted the fact that I rejected him. Like blood flowing from a wound, many tears ran from my eyes, leaving their marks on my cheeks. Why did I say that to Iroha-san? I'm tired of waiting for you. Is that what you're really thinking? If I could have said something different. Oh my god. Perhaps I wouldn't be as sad as I am now. Yeah, dumb fuck. I should sleep soon. Iroha-san wouldn't be coming back from tonight. I didn't need to stay up late. But I didn't feel like going to sleep. What was he doing now? I couldn't stop thinking about that. Would he never return again? That couldn't happen. I shook my head and tried to brush my anxiety away. Is Iroha-san more comfortable in Yoshiwara? No, stupid! That's why he comes home! Oh, God, you're fucking dumb. My chest hurt. My eyes burned hot, and tears were about to come out. I looked up at the sky to hold back my tears, and then opened my eyes to count the shining stars. Iroha-san would come back. The only thing that I could do was just to tell myself that. It's this fucking asshole. It's probably anyway. Have you found an interesting star? I frantically looked down. Oh. I thought it was going to be Azusa. I really thought it was going to be him. Good evening, Spacey. Was this a dream or an illusion? Which was it? You look dazed. What happened? It didn't matter to me. He laughed happily and came over to the handrail like a thief. That's the thieves part. Okay. Why? Do I look like an illusion to you? Yes. Even if I am an illusion, do you still want me? You're strange, Iroha-san. I almost started to cry. But I'm happy if you touch my real body rather than an illusion. Iroha-san hugged me gently as if he were touching a treasure. It's not a dream or an illusion. Although, he sneaks up and then and then you're like, is it a dream or an illusion? You're like, I don't know. Does Azusa have some kind of fucking magic? And he's like, now in Iroha's like form, and we're gonna like cheat on her husband and not know it. Cause like I'm just concerned. Is all I'm saying. We were a douche to her husband, and that little twat is trying to separate us. And I don't trust him. Is all I'm saying. This was the real Iroha-san. Why are you here? Shut up, girl. You've come back to your senses. I was panicking, but Iroha-san was laughing with amusement. I thought I would surprise you, Spacey. That was more than enough. I was plenty surprised. Don't do such a dangerous thing again. I'll think about it. Iroha-san laughed and sat down in front of me. He extended his hand and covered my cheek. So why are you looking up at the sky? I thought that you hated me, Iroha-san. And you regretted what happened, right? Sounds like you, Spacey. Did he know everything about me? Yeah, he's smarter than you, clearly. I'm guessing that Azusa said something unnecessary to you. He didn't say anything unnecessary. But no, that's not it. He did say something unnecessary. Oh, that was him. He did say something unnecessary. But because of that, I didn't want to make your relationship with him or Kikuya get worse. Gosh, were you worried about me even at a time like this? I'm sorry. I was thinking it's about time that I should stop doing this. So it's perfect timing for me. So that means... Yes, I decided to end his re-education. From now on, it will all be up to his motivation. I'm not at all obligated to train him all the way until he becomes responsible. Iroha-san told me that like it was nothing, so I was at a loss for words. Yay! Although, we still have like 5 chapters left. I want to seriously work on our wedding ceremony. Things should be busy from tomorrow onwards. And the most important thing for me is not Azusa or Kikuya. It's you, Spacey. After he said that, Iroha-san kissed me. I'm sorry. I said something so terrible to him, but Iroha-san didn't even blame it on me. Because it's really not your fault that you're an idiot and you fell for that Twat Waffles little scam. Say no more. The more you apologize, the more it makes me want to do something bad. I'm sorry. I am so sorry. Please forgive me. I will get down on my hands and knees and beg for your forgiveness. Well, he wants to do something bad the more I apologize, so I figured I should just apologize as much as humanly possible. If that will satisfy you, Iroha-san. Girl doesn't know what she's saying. She's like, if that'll satisfy you. I'm in it for the con. What kinds of things would he do? I hope we find out. I don't want to read it, though. In my current state, I felt that I would accept anything. Well, yeah, because he's hot and he's your husband. Your face is very seductive now, Spacey. He wanted my lips like he was, like eating, and ravaged the inside of my mouth like he was chewing it up. Took the sexy right out of that. No, but Do you want me to be mean to you? And would you like me to be especially bad? Don't ask me. Please. Maybe it's not a bad thing for me to be mean to you like this every now and then. I mean, sometimes you gotta get it rough. Sure. I shook my head to say no. Shut up! Shut up, Spacey! You're an idiot! You let me drive! He pushed me down and his fingers groped my body. No, yeah! She's like, no, yes, yeah, actually. Our skin gradually became exposed and our eyes became hot. They're there. And a lot of other moaning, good lord. I was drowning in a flood of ecstasy and felt difficult to breathe. Iroha-san's knees separated my thighs and kept them firmly locked apart. His fingers opened my inner depths, and his manhood touched the place that was ripe with heat. Oh, God. Spacey, are you ready? I'm pretty sure you... He whispered in my ear in a low voice. He looks embarrassed. He's got his embarrassed face on. Why are you embarrassed? Anyway, that voice of his made me feel like the depths of my ears would melt. Although feeling faint, I pulled myself together, looked at Iroha-san, and answered him. Yes. Iroha-san smiled alluringly, and at the same time something hot penetrated my body. I'm not moaning. I'm not fucking... I can't. My already sensitive body shook greatly and softly climaxed at the same time when he did it. Like, Jesus, that's fast. He is magical. If the second he slips in, you're just like, and I came. Good job. Like, that... Applause for Iroha, guys, because he literally has the magic penis. I'm just saying, because that is like, I think that's bullshit, but this is usually how it's written in, like, you know, your young adult novels, where it's like, I've never had sex, and I came like 14 times. And he'd never had sex, but we were going for hours. By hours, you mean about 4 seconds, and you have no idea what an actual orgasm is. Because that's bullshit, but okay. Anyway, I'm not moaning again. You're adorable. But you know that we just started, right? Yeah, well, I mean, you do know that I can do this multiple times, right? I'm just saying, let's keep it going. You're on a roll. Keep it up, boy. I nodded to Iroha-san's words and climaxed many times after that. Many times. Again, he's magical. We could all use a little Iroha in our lives, right? All use a little bit. Seeing that I have to come to the mainland on my first day back, things are off to a good start. The day following Iroha-san's return, we had to buy some supplies on the mainland, so we took a boat and are now on the mainland. We've only had one question in this month. In chapter 3, I mean. Absolutely. We should look for clues as to your mother's whereabouts. You're still thinking about that? I looked up at Iroha-san, who sighed deeply and then quizzically cocked my head to the side. You really don't understand, do you? Still confused, I nodded to him. Isn't it more important to find things for our wedding ceremony? Ah, I see. But I can't focus on our wedding until I find your mother, Iroha-san. Oh, good God, Spacey, let it go. All right. Iroha-san nodded to me while shrugging his shoulders. After we finish buying things, we'll ask around about ogres. But I guess it really isn't easy to find her. Yeah, like, cause hi, you're gonna be like, hey, anybody seen like an ogre around here? And they're all like, what? Yes, that's a good thing. I glared at Iroha-san, who was happy. With ogre skulls commanding a high value, it might be difficult to find a clue about her. I understand your feeling, and that's why I'm helping you like this. Well, this antique store will be it for us. Yeah, oh, yes. Wait, did I read that right? Hold on. Oh, well, this antique store will be it for us. Okay, that was him. Anyway. Excuse me, there's something that I'd like to ask. When he said so, the shopkeeper appeared from inside the store. How may I help you? Have you ever heard anything about ogres before? Ogres? Do you guys actually believe in them? The shopkeeper laughed at us, and all I could do was awkwardly smile in response. He had no idea that an ogre was standing right in front of him. Well, I think it's a lie, but I heard an ogre disguised as a human was killed a few months ago. An ogre was? A foreign client also heard that rumor and came here looking for other ogres around here. The shopkeeper let out a cackling laugh. He brought a hunting rifle and shouted that he'd be the one going to catch an ogre. It was terrifying. No way. If they knew that Iroha-san was an ogre, would he be shot like a bear or deer and have his skull taken? Like, that's kind of fucked up. He looks like a human. Like, I get it. An ogre is a monster, but it still looks like a human. So, I mean, look, I'm not a hunter. It's weird. Like, fine, you can do what you want to do, but, like, so I wouldn't be like, I'm going to go out and shoot a deer. But even if I was like, okay, I can shoot a deer or, like, animal, I really think it'd be like, oh, I'm going to go hunt a mythical creature that looks like a human and just, that would... Look, I already know I'm going to die in the zombie apocalypse, okay? Like, first one down. I might trip a couple of people first, but I'm still going down pretty early. Like, there is no way I'm going to be like, sure, I'm going to shoot these people in the back. Like, I'm not going to survive. So I don't have to worry about it. But, like, and also, I would not be able to shoot another human being. I'm not even sure I could do it if it was a life or death situation. Maybe in that instance, you know, I'm just going to pull all the rage from all the characters who have pissed me off. God damn it, Toma. From every atomic game, and then just, and any little slight, any human that's ever pissed me off, and then maybe, but like, I'm just gonna go hunt me an ogre. It looks just like a person, but it's got horns on, and then I'm gonna kill him? Like, fuck, man. Anyway. Not only Iroha-san, there was a possibility that his family would also be killed like that. I thought she was gonna say Azusa, and I was like, who cares? How terrible. How could they possibly do something like that? I felt weak in my legs. My body felt weak, so I stepped back. I wobbled as I stepped back and almost fell down. Spacey. Iroha-san held my body that was about to fall down. I'm sorry. I'm okay. Are you okay? Yes, but ogre skulls are... I couldn't stand up in this place unless I held onto Iroha-san's arm. Hey, are we at, Takao's dad's house? My head felt heavy and I couldn't think straight. When I opened my eyes, there was an unclear and foggy world laid out before me. Spacey, have you woken up? Iroha-san? The fog gradually cleared away. Ah, it's Iroha-san. He peered down at my face. You can't get up so quickly. You should rest a little more. No, forget about me. I'm more concerned about you, Iroha-san. Me? I'm totally fine. I don't feel any pain or suffering. Did you really not care about what the shopkeeper told us? Iroha-san was smiling happily. I could see that he didn't care at all. Where am I? This is the home of an acquaintance of mine. He retired and has a business here on the mainland. It is Takao's dad, isn't it? Funny. Okay, I'll have to thank him. If it's the house of his acquaintance, then it was probably safe. He is out right now. But more than that, we should stop this ogre search. If you feel better, we should go shopping for your wedding dress. No, I don't feel like doing that. Why? You're asking me why? You really don't understand? Iroha-san was kind. But as very kind as he was sometimes terribly cold. Perhaps his instinct as an ogre made him do this. I didn't really understand it, but it hurt me to feel distanced from him. It's like she doesn't comprehend that some people don't have really good relationships with their families, and you can't force yourself to love people sometimes. You know what I mean? I wanted to shorten this distance, even if just a little, so I started to explain to him. Or sometimes you love your family, sometimes you hate your family, and sometimes you're very indifferent, and you're like, oh, well, I mean, I know they're my family and all, but like, I mean, just because they're your family doesn't mean you're like, I love them and cherish them. It's not everybody does that. Some families suck, and why would you love and cherish them when they're assholes? You know what I mean? Like, she doesn't seem to get that. Your mother may have already passed away, no? Even if his mother was still alive, ogres like him were treated as a spectacle. But why are you so unfazed? Iroha-san started to talk to me in a bothered tone. The ogre that was killed wasn't her. She's a person who can survive anywhere. I would say she's more shameless or bold than strong, though. She isn't the type of person who would get killed like this. I know it. Iroha-san told me that with a somewhat regretful, yet nostalgic tone in his voice. Oh, she sounds like an amazing person. She sounds kind of like an asshole. I was taken aback. My anger didn't disappear, but I was just left dumbfounded. I felt wrong to doubt if Iroha-san believed that she was alive. She's more than amazing. She's full of vitality. That makes me want to see her even more. I hopefully won't see that kind of person anymore. It's a bit funny for me that he talked about a woman like she was hard to deal with. even though everyone feared him as the ogre manager. The killing of another ogre isn't our business. The only thing we can do is leave it up to the police. He was actually right. But collecting skulls as antiques is in poor taste. If I was around when they were trading them, I would take the skulls back at least. Yeah. I trust your words. I want to trust you. Pray that she's still alive. Well, he already said that she's alive, and I mean, so I pray that she's alive is basically telling him, I don't trust what you're saying. You know what I mean? I want to trust you is also a little shady, so I feel like saying, I trust you. Okay, I trust you. Sure. Have some faith in your husband. Like, they slowly get, like, I trust you. I mean, I want to trust you, but I don't. Or, like, I mean, I really hope she's alive. I kind of ignored what you said, and or I absolutely have no faith in what you said. I trust your words, Inoha-san. Yes, please do. I have a strange confidence about her. After I heard Inoha-san's words, I tried to change the mood. Let's finish shopping and go back soon. The next thing that I had to do was bring Inoha-san back to a safe place. You're always worrying, Spacey. What would happen if people found out that he was an ogre? Many men would come with hunting rifles. I couldn't protect him against them all by myself. When I thought about it, it made me more and more scared. I want to hold Inoha-san's hand tightly. Yep. Yeah. Hope to see you guys again. Thank you so much. I won't forget what you did for us. Next morning, we bid farewell to the owner of the Western house and went to the shopping area again. Inoha-san had already planned to go to some stores, so he happily took me to a clothing shop. We can buy a kimono on the island, though. I want to see you in Western clothing, Spacey. He had a habit of always wanting to have Western things whenever he had the chance. Wow, I can't read. What happened? No, do you have some kind of strong admiration for foreign things? More than a strong admiration. I just like rare items. I see. For some odd reason, that made sense to me. Hey, you two over there. Are you talking to us? Some unfamiliar men started to talk to us from a back alley. What was their purpose in talking to us all of a sudden? My legs froze when I saw their rough looks. Ogres and thieves. Is there something you want from us? You bet there is. Seems you guys have been snooping around trying to get in on our prey. Your prey? We just came here to buy some things. Nothing out of the ordinary. You're talking about skulls, aren't you? Oh. I guess that rumor spread if you ask around about ogres. I'm warning you, if you don't want your woman to get hurt, just play along nicely. It's the same voice as man, too. I don't give a shit. They could all be the same man. Eek! The man closest to me then grabbed my arm. At that moment, I felt Inoha-san's anger next to me. Oh no! I knew what was going to happen. I'm like, no, don't! Fuck. How dare you grab Spacey's arm? I won't forgive you. Oh no, don't tell me that's about to happen. It's already happened. An ogre? He's an ogre! The guy who grabbed my arm got surprised and loosened his hand. I pulled my arm away from him and stepped back behind Inoha-san. I needed to do something before more people could see him. Inoha-san, I'm okay, so please calm down. Spacey, where are you going? I started to run to find some help. While running around, I asked people to call the police. Because of that, the police who had heard about the incident came for us, and we were saved. How could you do something so dangerous? Felt like my heart was going to stop. I'm sorry, I just couldn't let other people find out about you, Inoha-san. I know. Actually, I should probably thank you. There was a look of grief in Inoha-san's eyes. I'm sorry. It pained me to see that, so I looked away from him. It's like 4 seconds of, like, drama. Aside from what we can. May we have a minute? Yes. These men are a band of thieves who have been causing a lot of problems lately. A band of thieves? They have those kinds of groups on the mainland, too? Was anything stolen from you? No, nothing. We were just suddenly attacked by them. I have a request. May I talk to them a little? I can't let you do that. Can't you allow this? Please? We were attacked by them over ogres. They must have known something. Considering that, I felt that we couldn't lose this opportunity. Just a little bit. Please? She just flashed her boobs, is what it was. Thank you. With a look like he had given in, the officer took us to where the thieves were being held. Tell us anything you know about ogres. Even if we did know something, you think we'd tell you? I'm gonna remember you real well. It's no small feat to get your hands on a skull. I don't think you can find one around here. Ha! We've already received info that some kid around here had one. Huh? Were they talking about Azusa-san? But even if you got your hands on that, they're human bones. Wouldn't it be too high risk to sell? We wouldn't sell it. Our lady wants it. She's been collecting them for a long time. You idiot, stop talking about it! I see. Then why don't you tell me where I can find this lady of yours? We'll never tell! You guys, time's up. No, please wait! The officer then pulled the ropes binding the thieves and they started to move. Even if we chased after them, it didn't seem like they were in the mood to listen to us. What happened to Iroha-san? I was suddenly worried about him since he became quiet, so I looked back at him. The smell. He narrowed his eyes and stared at the place where the smell remained. His profile looked so intense that I couldn't talk to him. Just then, another police officer approached us. I heard that you two came here from the island. Yes? I'm warning you that you guys should go back soon. Rude! May I ask why? Their crime is late. They'll be released soon, and if they know you're still on the mainland. The officer didn't speak any further. It was a nice warning, not, you better go back where you came from. We don't take kindly to strangers around these parts. He's like, you should probably go back, because otherwise those motherfuckers are going to chase you down. He wanted to say that they would take revenge on us. The thieves mentioned something about their lady. Do you know what kind of person she is? She's their boss. I saw on the wanted list that she's a beautiful lady with a mole under her eye. I heard that she has a tattoo that runs from her neck to her back, but I'm not sure that's true. I see. It's Mommy. Iroha-san placed his fingers on his chin and went into a deep thought. I felt terribly worried, wondering what he was thinking. If anything, I would say that he's the type of person who always strikes back when struck. But if he's going up against a band of thieves who have been collecting ogre skulls... May I ask you something, sir? Iroha-san, what are you going to say? He didn't respond to me and continued talking to the patrolman. And can you tell the thieves something for me? Oh, what's that? The skull that you're looking for is on the island. Come and get it. Are you serious? Iroha-san pulled both corners of his mouth into a perfect smile. I feel that I need to see them again. Well, even if I didn't ask them, I think they would come anyway. Iroha-san's words made my chest tighten. That's right. They'd already seen him. They saw him in his ogre form. Scared by his smile, the officer was at a loss for words, then he gave us a suspicious look and left. We couldn't catch the last boat back to the island, so we had to stay at Iroha-san's friends. What happened to make you... I'm gonna stop here. It'll be good enough. I actually figured we would end chapter 3 in this part, but I think I got too angry at Azusa and, like, raged for way too long about it. But yeah, so we'll continue on, finish chapter 3 and everything on to the next part. So I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.